Alright, welcome back. Got the 903 Brewers Maple Hazelnut Pie Inspired Stout. 10%. Picked this up at the brewery. Me and my wife stopped by on the way back home from Martin House. I don't know how many times we've taken just special trips down there just for Martin House. We went down there, we live in central Oklahoma, so it's about a 5-hour drive. We went down there twice in 3 weeks. Just for the Sour Fest. Ooh. Shitter's full. 193 check-ins. I just get sweet hazelnut. Maybe a little bit of the maple. Not much, though. Alright, cheers. I'm not going to read all their bullshit. You can look it up on Untapped if you want. Super sweet. Since the tablet's been sitting there for like an hour, it's got that ghost effect on the screen. Porno on this would be fucking strange. Disappointing for a beer from 903. Nobody cares about your nose this, dick that. Let it warm up a bit, the flavor really comes out. Damn, this motherfucker gave it a 0.5 or however the lowest you can give it is. This one person bought it from HEB. Son of a bitch. I keep hearing about HEB on Kill Tony and shit being badass, but have never been to one. I was excited to try this one, but now absolutely terrible beer. Oh man. These pissed off people, very sweet. Heavy on the cinnamon, overpowers the vanilla and hazelnut. I'm gonna have to go read that long ass paragraph to see if cinnamon was actually in it, because it doesn't say it was. Tons of maple, sweet and creamy, strong, canned on date, your mom. Too sweet. Alright, one more, we're done. I'm getting tired of hearing the same shit. Pretty good, but a bit boozy. Nothing about fucking cinnamon there, chief. Just take a good rip now that the head's gone. It's got the boozy sort of flavor, but it's not boozy feeling at all. At all. No warming whatsoever. It's only 10%, dude. It's not as sweet tasting to me as I thought it would be, being a maple pie thing. I'm getting a lot of the maple notes. I'm getting a lot of coffee notes. Bitter roastiness, bitter malts, dry, burnt, blackened. Just, you've ever had like a black IPA? It has that very strong, distinct bitterness on the tail end. Just like very roasted coffee. It's like Starbucks if they like hired meth heads to work there instead of people who actually know how to measure shit and clean. I say that because Starbucks is known to burn their beans damn near. Yeah, it's just the sweetness for me is not as strong as I think it should be for something called a pie. A lot of people say it's too sweet. Fuck, you can't win. I just think it's very roasty, very bitter. Dryness? No, not really. I think that's kind of nice. Being the maple. The hazelnut, I can understand the nuttiness going along with that bitterness and shit. Vanilla, that always translates to sweetness for me, so. It is cold. It's cold as fuck. 30. Whew. Supposed to have snow. Had 193 check-ins, 3.73 out of 5. I do 1 through 10. That's going to be a 7.5. I think it's a lot better than that. I'm going to say, for what they're going for, I'll say 9. I just think it needs to be sweeter. If it's going to be maple, it needs to be sweeter. If it's going to be a pie, it needs to be sweeter. Maybe tone down the bitterness and the dryness a little bit. The dryness is fine, like I said. The bitterness and the roastiness, if you can just tone that shit down, I think you got a winner on your hands. Alright, let me see what the wife thinks. Alright, we back. So, wife, she's going to give it a 7. She said it tasted really boozy to her, and I said, well, is that the booziness or the roastiness? Because it's not warming at all to me. So she took another hard rip on it, giggity. And she's like, yeah, I think you're right. It's just that initial hit. It's just really roasty and harsh. Just tone that shit down. I think the sweetness is fine. Once you tone that harshness down, the roastiness, whatever you do, you try a different bean. Try a different bean from a fucking beanery, if that's a word, called Hell's Nutsack or something like that. We burn them, you brew them, fuck them. Cancer in a coffee. Anyway, so there you go. Hey, fuck it, 903. You guys had a great brewery. I love how you had a whole bunch of beer to choose from. You can get singles. It was great. Let you know what I spent. I got 5 8-ounce pours. 3 of them were their stouts. We didn't drink any of their barrel-aged stuff, and I ended up leaving with 6 single cans, all 12-ounce cans, and $47 after tax. So, damn good compared to the $99 I spent at Martin House, which I did leave with a case of beer and had 10 pours. So fuck it. That was a trip home. We'll be seeing you.